Hey YouTube, hi Spotify, it's Kel, and I'm coming to you again today. I don't know if you can hear, but I have a little bit of a cold, so hopefully that's not super annoying throughout this video. But if I sound strange, that's why. I wanted to do a video today. It's one of my favorite topics that I used to do when I did relationship groups for therapy. And the topic that I want to talk about today is the difference between character and personality traits when you are dating someone or looking to date someone, and kind of just talking about the difference between those two. Because if you're anything like me, I can be a sucker for charm. And I know, throughout the years, I've really had to make sure that I'm focusing on looking at people's character too. So I'm just going to give you examples. Like when I used to lead relationship groups, dating and relationship groups, I would ask people, what are they looking for in a partner? And a lot of times they would say things like, funny, smart, attractive, has money, things like that. I mean, just so, and I would say to them, well, those are great and fine as long as the person has good character. But if they don't have good character, then those traits can just as easily be used for the bad as they could be used for the good. So we really talked about the difference between, so I'm going to give you examples of what I consider personality traits versus character traits. Okay. So you really just, and you can do Google research on this after this video if you want, or if you've never really thought about it before. Maybe you have already and you're kind of like, oh, this is old news. But for me, so personality traits are things like how funny someone is, if they're charming, do they have charisma, are they outgoing or are they shy, are they um you know uh let's see, other ones, adventurous or not, and so you can look up, you can see a ton of them if you just Google list of personality traits. But what you want to Google also is the difference between personality traits and character traits. So character is often the thing that is going to either make or break the relationship. So that is things like honesty, transparency, courage, um, empathy, uh, let's see, compassion, things like that. So, um, whether what drives a person, what are their values, and what do they do when no one's watching? Those are that's character versus personality is it. So one of the famous analogies or one of the analogies that I used to use all the time in groups is that Ted Bundy, known, serial murderer, or at least he had, I think, yeah, no, he was a murderer. Yeah, I was thinking, did he have murderers around him? And no, that was a different one. But Ted Bundy was known for being very charming, and he would actually walk up to his victims with a cast on, and he was good looking, he could smile, was funny and charismatic, and so he actually got them into his car using his charm and his charisma and the fact that he seemed harmless because of his personality. So on the other hand, so my point there is that someone could have a great or very charming personality or be, even funny or good looking or whatever, and yet have traits of a sociopath. Now that's obviously to the extreme, but my point is that if you're looking for who you're going to date or marry, you want to look for the character traits. Do they lie to people often? Are they honest? Are they um you know kind from a place of empathy, not superficial kindness? Are they how selfless are they? Not that you have to be entirely selfless, you can definitely love yourself, obviously, but so but really, like honesty, the ability to have hard conversations, things like that, those are character traits. So I just want to throw that out there because it used to be a really fun group that we did, kind of looking at, people's past relationships and how much do they base it on personality traits, or, for instance, like has money would fall under maybe personality, but ambitious or hardworking could fall under character. So those are just things to consider, but I just wanted to throw that out there for women to, maybe change or at least add to what they're looking for, make sure they're including uh character traits, because someone who is charming can be very addictive if you don't look at what is their character like. So I just want to throw that out there. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are, and I will come back again sometime soon with the next video.